What is up, free-to-play nation? I'm the free-to-play Padawan. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I hate spending money on mobile games. And I believe you can dominate this game without even spending a dime. And that's right, guys, even Datacrons. I believe that we have the greatest free-to-play minds in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes in the free-to-play nation Discord. If you are not a part of the Discord, the link to is in the description. The link to the Discord is in the description. Free-to-play nation. We just made a brand new channel there called Datacrons, where you can discuss all the strategies and how we as free-to-play players, or pay-to-play is welcome too, but we as free-to-play players are going to find a way to make Datacrons help us dominate this game. I know a lot of us are afraid that the people with much better accounts are going to dominate us now that they have Datacrons to add to their toolbox, but we have been beating them up until now, and we are not going to start losing just because of Datacrons. We're going to figure it out, guys. We are going to figure it out because we are free-to-play nation. That's right. Well, let me check on the chat. Brian Thompson says, hey, everybody, you guys, I am way behind on the chat. Let me go back to the beginning. Dom was first. Dom, my man, you got quite a record going for you. You've been first quite a few times. Night Snipe says, hello there and bye already. Always glad to have you stop by, Night Snipe. Dom says, I'll try to be calm and not rant too much or too often, but from what I've seen and heard, I'm not happy about this. I hear you. That's as far as I will go here. Colvin Traver says third. I love it. Congrats on the mod tag, Dom. Yeah, we got a bunch of mods in the chat right now. John Dietrich. Hey, what's up, John? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you, Brian Thompson. We got Van Lionheart in the chat. Yo, what's up, Van? Ray is here. We got Ray's live roster spotlight coming up in about 10 minutes after we take a look at this Datacron. Dom says, in the Datacron's channels, don't go too mad in there like me and the other one did a moment ago. Yeah, I mean, I understand that you guys are upset. And there's a time and a place for venting. But Free-to-Play Nation has a particular perspective where we understand that the game is going to change. And we are ready to change with it and find the new strategies and the new ways to dominate even when the game changes. You guys may remember that I told you a story called Who Moved My Cheese? And some of you guys may have read that book. But basically, there is a maze and there's two little bitty people and two mice. And the little bitty people and the mice came to the same place in the maze every day, and there was a big pile of cheese, and they would sit there and eat their cheese, and they would just have themselves a big time. But the mice kept shoes tied around their neck. They kept their running shoes tied around their neck, and they never got too comfortable because they knew that the cheese could be moved at any time. But the two itty-bitty people named Hem and Haw, you guys know, like Hemming and Hawing is like complaining. Hem and Haw put up pictures of their families in the room that had the cheese in it, and they moved their homes really close to the place where the cheese was. They set up shop and expected that cheese would be there forever. Well, one day that cheese had been moved, and that's what has happened here in our game. The way to succeed has changed, and we have to figure out how to move with it. And the mice put on their running shoes, and they headed back out into the maze to look for the cheese. But Hem and Haw, they sat there and hemmed and hawed. They sat there and complained, and they expected the cheese to come back. The cheese didn't come back, guys, and it wasn't until they went back out into the maze to find the cheese that they were able to find success again. So the moral of the story is, always keep your running shoes around your neck, especially with mobile games that we play free to play. The company has to make money, and we have to learn how to find the way to success. And I promise you that I am committed. I am not quitting. I am not stopping. This update has not changed how I feel about this game. I love this game. I love it. And I'm going to figure out how to make Datacrons work for me. And you guys are too. We're going to figure it out together. We are going to figure it out together. Ray says, moral of the story, grow your own cheese. Oh gosh, that sounds disgusting because the only cheese I can think of growing is toe cheese. Ugh. That's gross. That's gross. Van Lionheart says, only hope in the long run, Datacrons won't be as annoying as mods can be. It feels like they're going to be less volume. So there's going to be less to process. But we'll see. I really don't know. Dom says, I'm very hazardously optimistic since you can get like 500% health steal, which isn't what I expected, but maybe something will change to make it more positive. Hopefully you can get some high rolls on your Datacron. Well, speaking of, let's get into it and find out what we are going to get. Here we go, you guys. Are you ready? There it is. Now, I don't know a lot about Datacrons. We're going to learn as we go, but my understanding is all Datacrons, when you receive them, are in this form. Unleveled, with no secondary stats showing, and that we have to use these materials, I guess, in order to roll them up and see how they go. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. All right, no. We don't want this screen. We want... There we go. Ah! I see you've collected your first Datacron. Fascinating things. Let me instruct you in their use. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Doj says, crack that bad boy. Let's go. Datacrons are powerful objects that you assign to your squads in Grand Arena and Territory War. You can see your collection in the Datacrons tab of your inventory. Okay, so here we go, Datacrons tab. However, due to this power, Datacrons only last for so long. Once they reach their expiration, they are automatically dismantled into components, which we can then use for the next time. Now listen, just real quick, you guys. I understand that everybody's upset that they get dismantled, but think about this. If you don't spend any money on them, it's just free stuff that when it scraps gives you even more momentum towards upgrading your next set of Datacrons even more. It's kind of like a continuously building momentum thing that you don't pay anything for. You don't have to pay money to do well in this game, and we're going to figure out how to do well without paying any money on Datacrons. It says it's active until this date right here. Okay, while you're here, I will also note that you can dismantle the Datacron into components at any time. Still, I digress. Datacrons are an effective way of improving an entire squad with bonus stats and bonus mechanics. Let's look at the one you found. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm excited. What are we going to get? Okay, this is what we can get, apparently. I see it's not activated. Upgrading Datacrons to a higher level requires specific resources. Unlock the first level of this one when you're ready. Oh, I'm ready. I am ready. Let's do it. Unlock for 50,000. This is going to give us our first bonus stat. You guys ready for this? 10 of these and 50,000 of this. 4.65% protection. That is very high in the protection area, but that doesn't seem like a great one to get. But maybe, I mean, here's the thing. The only team I can use Datacrons on right now is my Padme team. So I'm thinking Padme when I'm looking at these Datacrons. And as you know, protection is not what Padme wants. Health, crit damage, potency, or health steal. All of those would have been good for Padme. So we'll see. We might not put too much more work into this Datacron, but let's see what happens next. Extraordinary! We did get a pretty high percentage roll, towards the 5%. That's pretty good. When you attach this Datacron to a squad, this bonus stat applies to all your characters in that squad. Cool. So you can even have a mixed squad of light and dark side, and they still get this bonus here. That's good to know. The entire squad must satisfy the requirements of the Datacron. Relic 3. Okay, got you. I really think I'm going to relic my Poggle, because he's the only Geo that's not relic. And I want a relic Poggle. I've wanted one, but I just didn't have an excuse to do it, and this kind of gives me an excuse. Datacrons. Upgrading Datacrons unlocks a range of bonus stats and bonus mechanics for your squad. Tap here to look at the possible outcomes. Woo, this is a lot of stuff. This info screen gives information on all potential bonus mechanics. Okay. Bonus mechanics stay within scope, which I guess means the mechanics will always work with each other. Explore this screen to learn more about all the bonus mechanics you can unlock. So as an early game free-to-play player, I am probably not going to pursue anything past level 6. I don't know how I'm assuming the cost goes up, but I don't have very many Relic 7 characters, and I don't have any of these characters Relic 7. So at least in this particular season of Datacron's chapters, I forget what they call it, we are going to stick with 6 as the top and maybe even 3 as the top. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we can do another one. Can we re-roll this one? We can, but it requires fully unlock Datacron to re-roll. You have to fully unlock it to level 9 to re-roll any of the stats. Interesting. So we actually, I don't know how easy Datacrons are going to get, but it's probably going to be a lot of open up a Datacron, level it up the first time, and see what you get. But for the sake of this stream, we're just going to see what we get for the second one. It could be the protection is just but let's see what we get here. What do we get? Health. Okay, so there we go. Health is good for the Padme team. That's great. And then the alignment mechanic, we don't have enough of these materials to unlock it, nor do we have enough of these credits, so that's fine. That is fine. Dom says, Datacron seemed like a passive version of Mods 1.0, but more OP, so hopefully they can alter it so it makes certain things way too strong. You guys, health steal is pretty cool. I was kind of hoping for health steal, especially for the Padme. But Conquest, apparently we can get more Datacrons in Conquest. We'll see how that goes. Probably not tonight, because I'm not able to go through all of Phase 1 Conquest in one stream. But by next stream, we should be able to see what we get on the bonus node in the first thing of Conquest. High roll again, you're a lucky man. Yeah, you're right, I didn't even pay attention to that. High roll on the health. That's great. Nice hit, near max. Dom says, it's a bit of a shame the requirements are so high, but it makes sense if the stats are so strong. Yeah. Also, I don't like the re-rolling thing, but at least the alignment and faction re-roll isn't locked behind the max. It's not, okay? That's good. So that means that if we get this level 3, and it is not light side, then we can re-roll it until it is, so that when we get to level 6, we can make sure it goes for the Padme team. But already, this could help the Padme team. A little bit of extra health and protection. Never hurt anybody. It's health and protection that I did not have before. So cool. I'm going to click dismantle. Not because I want to dismantle it, but I'm hoping that it'll show what we get for dismantling. So let's click it. Okay. So we put in, I don't know how much we put in. Maybe 25 or 30 of these, and we're going to get 8 back, 50,000 of the credits, and I think we put in 200,000. So it's kind of like selling a mod. You have to sell mods because you only have a maximum amount of mod inventory, but it looks like the Datacrons, if you only have one and it's not exactly what you wanted, you might as well roll with it because you're not going to get much back from it if you scrap it. All right, cool. Coleman Traver got 50% health steal in your second roll. That's cool. There are people who get 15% tenacity and 5% crit damage, which are minimum possible. Yeah, I'm happy with the health and protection. Definitely. Padme team survivability, right? Survivability. I love it. Cool. 25 in, 8 out. 25 in, 8 out. Okay, so what is that? About a third? You get about a third of your special materials back? That's not bad. Alex says, I don't know if you re-roll third level, it changes the light side, dark side, because I tried it 2 times, having light side, and never got dark side. So what's the point of re-rolling the third tier then? It's stays dark side, but it changes to faction specific. That's interesting. I don't know what I meant to do with a 330% health steal Datacron, but it's still amazing. That is amazing. Wow. Yeah, that's what I wanted for Padme, the health steal, because I mean that team is all about health. It's like the whole team just heals themselves constantly. That would be difficult to deal with. All right. Well, before we get into the roster spotlight, I want to spend a little Conquest energy because I'm maxed out. We're going to go with normal because we cannot yet go with hard. Commit to normal. I'm just going to do the first fight. And I'm just going to tell you guys really quickly, when you start off in Conquest, the best thing to do is not sweat getting a 3-star on everything on the first way through. Try to get whatever feats you can the first way through. Old Republic, I can't do that without losing any units, and health steal up 20 times. I could possibly do those. But you really, the first 2 sectors of Conquest, Sector 1 and Sector 2, you're really just trying to gather, what are these called? I almost want to call them Datacrons. They're called data discs. You're just trying to gather data discs. Ooh, look at this. Volatile accelerator right out of the gate. All right, let's do that. Commit to that. Let's go ahead and slap that bad boy on. I'll take it. I'll take it. 300% of 0 is still 0. The health still one of those broken stats like a mastery on a non-relic. Oh, do you think it's 300% of your own health steal, or do you think it's just 300% health steal? I wonder. So we're definitely going to go the hard way. We're going to throw in the Geos because we got that on-hit thing that we just activated. So we're going to throw that in, throw in the Bronze Beauties. Bimgus says, hey Padawan, what's up Bimgus? Good to see you, sir. Ray says Nihilist Lead. Yeah, Nihilist Lead is, what is it? Is it 300% for Nihilist Lead? I forget. But Nihilist Lead is nice. Definitely nice. Let's put a bunch of dots. Oh gosh. This is great. That disc is great for the Geos because it gives Spy so much turn meter. Remember when the Geos apply a debuff on their turn, Spy gets turn meter? So every single Geo, like watch this. Spy's gonna boom. Spy gets 100% turn meter. Oh, it's good. It's good. All right, and watch this. Spy, almost 100% turn meter. The tenacity down and 2 dots. Yeah, Spy's gonna get a lot of turn meter with that disc. Anyway, spend a little energy. Get that out of the way. So it adds 300 to 0 and you get 300. That's a lot of health steal. Someone like Seer Malik is gonna be so tanky with health steal. Absolutely. Absolutely. Malik already has a good bit of health steal. That would be crazy. All right. Dom says, I think I've calmed down a bit now that I've ranted for a bit, but I still have some issues. I still find it funny that they nerfed Mob Enforcer. I saw that. Oh, that's so sad. All right, I'll tell you what. If you are still struggling with Datacrons, all you got to do is reach out and get your little baby Yoda. All right? And baby Yoda, if I can get him to wake up. Come on, baby Yoda, wake up. There you go. There you go. You got hug your baby Yoda and let your baby Yoda give you a kiss. That's so much better. So much better. You got anything else for us, baby Yoda? Oh, the magic hand thing. Dom, you're healed. You're healed because of Baby Yoda's magic hand thing. Thank you, Baby Yoda, for healing my man Dom. It's going to be okay. Hug a Grogu, absolutely. If you everybody's got a Grogu somewhere of some kind, I'm sure. Just get your Grogu out, give him a hug, let him give you a kiss. Things will be okay. Things will be okay. Tumblo says nerfed Mob. Yeah, I know, right? That's crazy. That is crazy. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now is we're going to get into this live roster spotlight. But before we do it, I need to turn the music off. Let's go ahead and pause the music. There we go. It's always so weird when I pause the music. I'm going to turn the sounds up a little bit to, let's try 90%-ish. Okay. And I'm going to get into Discord and talk to my man. Okay, Ray, I've been seeing you in the chat. I'm about to send you a call on Discord. If you can answer the call, then we'll get you live on the voice chat. Tumblo says, hi, Padawan and chat crew. Hello, Tumblo. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you, sir. Okay, let's minimize this. Let's go ahead and get the ally code in here. All right, 414-867-964. Search him up. Bimgus says, I'm getting closer and closer to C. I only have 2 characters under Gear 12. Oh, man, that's awesome. Wormwood. Hey, Padawan, love the stream. Thank you, Wormwood. Glad to have you. And we have Ray.
Hello.
Bimgus says, hey, what's up, man? Would you mind muting the stream on your end?
Yeah, it's a bit of a delay there, so I'm going to have to turn that one off.
Oh, no worries, my friend. No worries. Glad to do your roster spotlight, and I'm already seeing a couple of amazing things. I'm seeing an Executor,
to be here.
And I'm seeing a C, my friend. I'm seeing some fantastic stuff.
I think it's been a while since when I first when I first signed up. So things have changed. I think I might have put some initial sort of questions there. I think they might have changed since then. I'm not sure.
Well, the initial questions you put are, what GL should I go for next, and are there any tunes I should go for before that GL? So how has that situation changed for you?
Same. I'm still still debating on whether to do SLKR because of his new ships.
Right.
Or JML because I think I've got most of those tunes 7-starred already. And what was my second question?
Are there any tunes that you should get before you get that GL?
All right, yeah. I'm thinking of Malak, or even if I'm doing SLKR, maybe to get Luke Skywalker, Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke, sorry.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that, basically.
I got you. Well, let's look at your stats first. I'm seeing you're in Kyber 4, which is amazing. Congratulations. You must be doing something right.
I've just gone through the worst 3v3 GAC.
Yeah.
I think out of 12, I lost 9.
Oh, wow.
So I've got from Kyber 2, basically. My roster is just got one GL. It's just not...
You
it's just not
were in Kyber 2 with 5.7 million and one GL.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the reason why I had such a bad 3v3 was because I'd had such a good 5v5.
Yeah.
So I climbed so high, and then I was way out of my depth for 3v3, and my roster with one GL. I mean, I'm fighting in Kyber 2. There's like 3 or 4 GLs there, which is all right if you've got the GL counters on the 5v5, but you don't. There's much fewer counters for the 3v3s, and GLs will just they're not really suited for the 3v3. So I just dropped like a stone, basically, a stone, and just so hopefully I'll climb back up next season.
Well, let me just make sure the chat can hear you. I can hear you super well, but just you guys in the chat, let me know. He's been talking for a while. Make sure you guys can hear him. If not, I can turn him up a bit. And I'm seeing a Galactic power 5.7 million, 3.1 million in characters, 2.6 in ships, which means you have a big ship focus.
Yeah, I mean, I've been bloating a lot on ships. I mean, my GP is actually probably a bit high for the one GL.
Yeah.
But I've basically been blowing everything into ships because I think in 5v5 anyway, that's what you need to hold your ranking.
Would you say that the ship focus has helped you in Kyber to go higher in 5v5?
So yeah, if you've got like a roster that can handle a few GLs, and we've got a GL of your own.
Yeah.
Then also went for the Executor as well. So I was hoping in the 5v5 situation the Executor would get that hold and I can do the full clear.
Yeah.
Even though it costs me a lot of, if you see in my GAC history, a lot of the GLs, you have to multi-shot, you have to set them up and then burn off their abilities and then knock them down.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of teams, basically, but that's one of the main strategies that I use. But 3v3, that's completely wrong. It doesn't work at all. You need GLs, basically, and I don't have any. So that's so you basically seesaw that, between the two seasons, really.
So you're saying that it doesn't matter how bloody it gets in the character zone, as long as you can pull off the full clear and your Executor holds, you win.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
a good strategy.
It gets messy. I mean, I'm talking 17 fights, and just to take out maybe Rey or something like that.
Right,
I have to keep setting her up. Unless, of course, you do a risky gas counter on her or something like that. But that doesn't work for 3v3, is what I'm saying. So, and this was before I realised that they put the 3v3 back into the calendar. So it's kind of put a spanner in the works, which is why I need to focus on GLs big time.
Okay, I got you. So when we look at your roster, we'll look at it kind of with a 3v3 in mind, if that suits you.
Yeah, which is why actually I interrupted the GL thing to get Wampa, because I knew that he'd be he's pretty good in the 3v3, but I don't know what else would work. I mean, I think only GLs really ultimately. Not sure.
Against GLs, it's definitely tough. I'll share what little knowledge that I have, but I'm looking at 1,500 gear donated. That is a lot of donating, my friend. I love it.
Okay.
Very generous person.
Yeah, I used to. When I spent the first year in a very small guild. I didn't really know the game. I just joined whatever guild basically. I moved out of the starter guild, joined the first guild,
Right.
and just got there were just local people with my time zone, and I was just playing it. And then I realised at some point I outgrew those people, sort of thing. Just with the dedication to the game, and also spending a bit of money, obviously. Not a lot. I'm not a big spender at all. And then I had to move on at some point. So a lot of that donation was just early game when when you just give it everything you've got because you think, I don't need that. Yeah, there you go. So, but obviously I've kind of like I'm in the 350 million guild now, and I don't really donate much, and I don't ask for anything either. It's just you just get on with it because everyone's in the same boat.
Everybody's in the same boat. That's my philosophy. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the only thing I ask for is like the really crap, the really low tier stuff. If I'm just missing one or two pieces, I'll ask for that. I don't ask for any of the important stuff. There's just no point, because I don't expect anyone to give me, and I'm not going to give any of those pieces myself, So
yeah. Well, I'm scrolling your ships now, man, and I'm seeing some beautiful ships. I don't think I've ever seen the Houndstooth stronger than Vader's ship. You got a Relic 7 boss with all six dot mods, I assume. Let's see.
Okay. Vader, I'm missing a Zeta on Vader, the lead Zeta, so that might be some power there.
I'm just saying this is a strong Houndstooth. I'm not saying your Vader's bad. I'm just saying your Houndstooth is strong, man.
Yeah, I've kind of had to because I'm in a shard where a fleet shire with a very competitive, shall we say, rivals.
So this is a great opportunity for all of us to learn from you in this situation. Everybody knows that the Executor is the best fleet right now, but like you say, once you get into a shard with several Executors, how do you differentiate yourself from them to keep from dropping to like rank 50 every day? What have you done?
The account's only 2.5 years old, so there's only about 10 executors, but there's only really a couple of people who are really, it's not very nice. It's not very nice shard at all. It's quite,
I got you.
Quite, I'm not going to say too much about it, but there's a bit of a competition going, and I get sniped quite often, even with my executor.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy to me.
And it's because these guys have got Relic 9 Piet, Relic 8, I think, BAM, CAD, and BOSS, basically. So Relic 9 Piet makes a big difference.
Relic 9 Piet makes a big difference. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and they even on defense, they don't put the Houndstooth on defense. They put in reinforcement, and that's solid enough to take quite a few goes to get through. So it's interesting how CG have designed it. So it kind of like makes you. It gives you the infrastructure to for this sort of competition war, basically, where everyone's trying to get one extra speed, and it gives you incentive to try and upgrade all your tunes just by that one extra relic.
Speed, yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it makes big, and it makes a difference to the way the battles pan out. And it's not just the you change the order in which you have to do things, and it gives you a little bit more percentage if you change the order. It's quite tricky when it's when you've all got even like with 5 and 6 stars. 5 stars executors are a little bit easy to get through, but sixes can be a bit tricky sometimes. And if it's all 7s, then some it still can cause some problems. So it's not 100% by any means. But it could be just me as well. Maybe I don't have the skill to do that.
That is doubtful. Seeing that you're at rank 5, I think you're doing just fine, and I'm sure it's not even your payout. So you can, as long as you can get top 5, man, that's a beautiful thing. That's what I'm always telling everybody. Focus on fleet. Like right now, my shard is right about 1 year old, and I've got a 7-star Malevolence, and that's enough to get top 5. But it won't be enough for very long.
Yeah,
I got to start pushing for the next thing.
I mean, if I've seen some of your guys, I mean, Malevolence is a great choice. I actually think it's better than especially for free-to-play, it's better than the Negotiator, simply because when the Whales come out with their executors, the Malevolence has a chance to knock some of them down.
A chance, yeah.
Even if, as long as you're in a pretty friendly guild, a shard, and they sort of don't snipe you back. As long as they let you climb during your hour,
right?
And you've just got to win your battles.
Yeah,
then that's the way to go.
I think that's well said. I think one of the benefits of being in a shard is not necessarily that you expect everybody to change their fleets to make it easy for you to climb, but everybody respects each other's payout, so they won't climb.
That's right.
When it's your payout, unless it's their payout too, you know. So that really helps. It really helps to be successful in fleet. I don't. Is that
how your fleet? Is that how your shard is at the moment?
It is. It is. It's a friendly shard. Only 3 or 4 out of the top 20 people are not in the shard chat, and they're that's the way it always. That's
pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, and so 16 of us are always like rotating out of the top 5 if possible, 10 if not possible, And I just encourage anybody who's trying to do well in fleet. Build your fleet to the point where you can earn your spot. Don't make it to where you have to ask people every day to make their fleet weaker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, you feel, you kind of feel a bit bad after, if you keep asking people to change their fleets just so that you can, get a couple of extra ranks, sort of thing. So you need your own fleet. You need to do it on your own skill, basically. Yeah, you need to have a plan that you want to get to that point where you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, and let the shard chat simply prevent sniping, like you said.
That's right.
I'm seeing a 6-star tie interceptor. That's very cool. That's very cool. The new ship, the Conquest ship that makes the Empire fleet amazing.
Oh, right, yeah, with the seventh, is that second sister? I don't have a good pilot on that. I need to maybe think about doing that.
My understanding is that even with a poor pilot, it still transforms that fleet. Do you use the Empire fleet at all?
To be fair, I don't have much practice in it, because I went the Rebel fleet first, and then I went to the sort of Negotiator, then the Malevolence, and then the Executor. So I never really had a good run at
You're doggone close to a really good Empire fleet, my friend.
It's not bad. I stick it on defense, and hopefully someone else has that problem. But I think I've got more skill manually playing the Rebels, so I generally put that on offense because I'm more familiar with it. But I think actually the Rebels have got a higher variance. Like sometimes they can just blow you out of the water on defense, basically. Yeah. So maybe I should put that on defense. Go with the RNG on that to hopefully make a hold and take the Empire.
I would stick with what you're doing. Using the fleet that you're comfortable with is the most important thing.
Yeah,
the AI is going to play it how they play it. So you can put the Rebel fleet on defense, and the AI will play it a certain way. You can put the Empire fleet on defense, and it might get a hold just the same as the Rebel fleet. So whatever one you're more comfortable with controlling is what you should definitely take on offense.
I think if I was familiar with both of them equally, I think it's probably better to put the Rebels on defense, because not only will it draw First Order team possibly away from the Executor, which is quite a good counter, it's also got a very high RNGs, and sometimes it could just knock out whatever you're using. Just if the Hans Millennium Falcon just comes in with like loads of assists, then they could, if you get lucky, they could there could be quite a tough team to beat sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just if in an ideal world, but I don't know how to play the Empire teams.
The chat is saying, DOG says my load is being rough. Is it me or the stream? Is anybody else having issues with the stream? I think it's me. DOG is saying. Force Master says, hey, sorry I'm late. Glad to have you, man. Definitely glad to have you. I'm just checking up on the chat real quick. Tara B says, hey, Padawan, what's up, Tara B? It's good to see you, my friend, always. All right, let's get back into this beautiful roster. I've got your First Order ships pulled up here, and it looks like you've got quite a bit of progress towards, including you actually have a 4-star finalizer, which I assume you must have bought for some crystals.
I did. I had to buy that because this basically I just needed more fleets. I needed burner fleets to knock out Executors.
Aha, makes sense.
And I needed more fleets to give me a second chance of knocking out other fleets, basically.
Gotcha.
And that's just part of what I needed. In fact, I needed that finalizer to stick on defense just to soak up another capital ship.
Yep.
Because
Kyber banned 6 fleets.
Yeah, you just need them because there's such big there's such big fleets in Kyber 2 that you need. I just didn't have the GP in my ship, so I needed the burner fleets, like I said, just to knock out the Executor.
So you're in Kyber. You were in Kyber 2.
Yeah.
You're in Kyber 4 after 3v3. What if you could have 6 fleets right now? Which 6 fleets would you want to have so that the rest of us who are, in Bronzium or Chromium, wherever we are, can maybe have some direction on what direction to build?
Well, obviously, it'll be the Executor.
Executor, okay.
Then it'll be, I don't have it myself, but I think it'll be the First Order fleet, because it can knock out Executors.
Okay, all
It'll
right.
be the Malevolence, because that can knock out Executors.
Okay.
And then, obviously, the Negotiator.
Yeah, definitely.
Empire and Rebels.
And Rebels, okay.
Yeah. I think Empire and Rebels, I think that'd be,
Empire and
that'd be a
Rebels.
6.
That sounds sweet to me, man. That sounds sweet to me, because I think, honestly, I think that if you
Empire
build...
Rebels...
Say what?
Well, Empire, Rebels, and Negotiator, you kind of like get them with like your roster anyway. You see what I mean? So they're, I think you just naturally get them from various
especially
places.
if you go for a C. You've got that TIE Bomber.
That's right.
You get the Emperor, the characters for the Emperor shuttle, and definitely. There's only a couple of missing pieces at that point. You go for a good Padme team. You've got most of and a good clone team. You got most of the pieces of the Negotiator fleet. So yeah, definitely. I love it, man. I think it's really good. Let's go over to your characters.
I don't have my characters up. I don't have access to the game at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just talk you through what we're looking at, if that's all right with you. Let's start by looking at your Sith Eternal, man. All 6 Zetas, Relic 7. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. What do you love about Sith Eternal?
It's my only GL, basically. It's the only one I got. So I have to make it work, basically.
You've got a very healthy 188,000 health.
Yeah, but a bit low on the speed, unfortunately. But
my understanding is the health is more important than speed on C when you're countering other Galactic Legends.
Yeah, for I think for Rey, I'm not totally down with all the counters and stuff like that.
None of us are. None of us are. There's no reason to be.
I think I was much better when it was when I was 2 and 3 million, because I don't know. There was just it just seemed the higher you get, the harder it gets almost, because there's just more. It just gets the game just goes more and more teams, more and more options and choices, and it gets to a point where sometimes you just got to just start the battle and just hope.
Yeah. Well, obviously you're doing something right if you got up to Kyber 2. You're doing something right. Let's look at your 501st, man. I see a Relic 7 gas plus Relic 5 everybody else. Can you get cam shards with your... I know it's not gas lead, but can you get cam shards with your clones?
Yeah, I think Relic 5, all your clones is probably... a reasonable minimum. I think maybe Rex can be R3.
Okay.
But I don't know with the Datacrons coming out. I'm not sure. You might as well just R5 Rex as well.
Sure. Sure.
And if you wanted to push one higher, I think they say 5s to R7, R6, R7. Okay. And maybe Echo or Arc R6, R7 as well. If you're going to do another one or another 2.
Now, what about you? I see that you have them all R5. Have you had success in the cam mission with these clones?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually not lost, but not because of my own skill, because I jump on that 50 cam shards server, and I just get someone else to do.
Tell us a little bit about that, if you don't mind. I'm sure a lot of us could benefit from that.
Yeah, basically, it's the shard. What is it? The server's called 50 Shards of Cam or something like that. It's a Discord server. And when it's light side, which it is this week, I think it is, and when your guild has cleared, open the zone, and you've got some clones that can do it, I think you can get away with even much lower clones. Like you can get away with G12. To qualify, you can get away with.
Are you serious?
Yeah, G12 Shack and stuff like that. And I've seen some of these streamers have pulled off some crazy victories with some crazy bad teams. But I wouldn't recommend anything yourself. I would.
No,
it's very hard. Honestly, the mission itself is very intricate, and I really don't have a clue how they do it.
But you've built the team that with somebody else's guidance can get a clone shard. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, actually, the team is the easy bit. The modding is the next is probably a little bit more tricky. Again, they will take you through the mods, and good ones will they'll scour your whole all your mod inventory just to pick the right mods for that mission. They might use a few slices and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
But it's definitely worth it to get what they need, and they'll tell you if it's a bit risky. And that's it really. And you can try and do it yourself. I really don't recommend it unless it's not as easy as there's a lot of intricacy, a lot of even these guys, they do hundreds and hundreds of battles each event, and the experience is just vast compared to anything. Even if you've got 3 or 4 alt accounts and you're doing it in the alt account, you just won't get that experience until you actually go through the games, go through the battles every event. So kudos to those guys there, basically.
Yeah, shout out to the 50 Shards of Cam server and all the helpful people there. That's awesome. Yeah. If this is coming up in this light side geo, this is your first time or even your 100th time, if you're able to utilize that resource, that will really help you. Maybe I won't do it right now, but maybe I can link the Discord invite here in the bottom of this stream just to help any future people out. That would be great. If I can get an invite. Maybe Ray, I don't know if you could send me an invite after your roster spotlight. Just send it in our message. That way I can copy it over. That would be great. Thank you for that. I'm blown away looking at your gas, dude. I'm seeing all defense mods, which is my dream to mod my gas, which I don't have yet, with all defense mods. But you've got a tremendous amount of protection and offense, even though he has all defense. He's 8,300 damage. And he's...
yeah. I mean, he's a little bit slow. Compared to some.
You seem awfully critical of yourself. You've got 70% armor, 82% crit chance. He's got crazy
defense. He's pretty tanky, basically.
His protection is 128,000. It's beautiful, man. And not much health, which I think is key to not add much health with your mods.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with his mods. The rest of his team is not that great. I mean, I got a lot of secondary mods that are filling. I really, if I had really, I would really ideally want a really super fast 501st team. All of them, all of them really super fast.
All of them is good
because when Gas sits down, then the other 4 just go super fast.
Yeah,
and he just gets back up so quickly. So that's probably the key to a really tough 501. But even still, you could send in C against him and he's gone. So
right.
I don't think when you get to the higher, well, I don't know if high or low, whatever. But the higher you climb, the less any one team is going to be able to get that hold for you. It's more, and if you throw all your mods into one team, it's kind of sometimes wasted if it just gets knocked out.
That's some good wisdom, man. That's a good wisdom. I know. I have myself the mentality of trying to mod one team as good as possible so I can get holds.
Yeah.
But there's always something that can counter it, and then all your best mods are invested in one team. If you can spread them out a bit, then that would be better for your whole roster.
Yeah, my mods are pretty terrible actually. Overall, I mean, if you look at the numbers, but I got the key mods in the right places. I hope anyway. So,
I could sit here with the whole stream hanging out with you, looking at your roster, but I don't want to do that because I got other stuff I wanted to try to do. But I'm just kind of scrolling your roster. I'm seeing some just relic after relic after relic after relic. Tons of great stuff, man. It's amazing. What is your favorite team to use? In Grand Arena, let's narrow it down. Let's say, what's your favorite team to use on offense in Grand Arena?
It'd have to be CLS to be
CLS. Oh, so good.
Yeah,
so good.
I mean that team just clean. I mean, if you just pick your fights, it'll clean the floor with pretty much everything.
That's amazing. Relic 5 across the board, so they are ripe and ready for a Datacron.
Yeah, that's right. I don't really know what Datacron is. It's just come out today, I think.
Have you upgraded yours? Did you get anything?
I have. I got crit damage, which is amazing, and then but then I got 1% health or something like that. So health steal or some rubbish. I don't know, something like that. So I'm thinking I'm putting it on my CLS, but I don't know how to apply it to the squad.
Yeah, well, you apply it in the Grand Arena while you're going up to attack. So if you're using them on offense, you load them up, and the ally slot will be available for you to put your Datacron there. So that's going to be awesome.
So I can reuse it on every battle? Is it?
No, it gets consumed just like the tunes in that team, in that fight.
Right.
Get consumed. The Datacron gets consumed as well.
I see.
So, or if you put it on defense with one of your teams, it will stay on defense.
It'll be used. I see.
But
and how many Datacrons are we going to roughly get?
I don't know. I know we got one for free. We're supposed to have the chance to get more from Conquest. At the end of each zone, there'll be a replayable mission where you can get either currency for or Datacrons themselves. And the end of Stage 5 is supposed to be the most lucrative one. So if you can make it all the way to the end and finish in hard mode, which I assume you can based on your roster...
Yeah, I did pretty good last time, yeah.
Then that's where you're going to be farming a lot of your stuff for Datacrons and Datacrons themselves. Also, you get some from Territory War. So, yeah,
I'm guessing if you got on the lower GP, like 2-3 million, you've got fewer teams, it's probably better to have fewer but higher Datacrons, so that, like you said, you had what did you have, a Padme team, was it?
Yeah, the only team I can put a Datacron on right now is my Padme team, so I'm going to try to get the best one I can.
Right, and get that to level as high as possible, rather than spread it too thin on like maybe 2 or 3 Datacrons that you don't have the teams for, basically, is that right?
Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. All right, well, I am going to try to answer your question. What GL do I think you should go for next? And are there any tunes that you should get before you go for that GL? Chat, I want you guys to put your opinions in here as well. We're going to have a bunch of opinions come in, I'm sure, on what we should do. But honestly, I'm seeing tons of progress towards Jedi Master Luke. Tons of progress.
It's this... I mean, I've got to relic them up, but I've got them all pretty much starred out. Rolo's very close, I know. Hoda, I've got the get tokens for ready. I'm just debating whether I should get Hoda or Malak, basically, because obviously Malak helps in Conquest as well.
Yes, so you're saying you've already completed the Malak event, and now it's just a matter of get one?
No, I still need to gear up T3, some of the Old Republic stuff.
Okay.
But last Conquest, there's a feat in hard where you have got to get 50 kills with Darth Revan or Malak, and I paid so many credits just to do the refreshes on Darth Revan. So I want to try and lighten that up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. That's not going to be a quick fix either. I think
that's a great plan, man. Going for Malak before the next Galactic Legend, I think would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, he's strong, obviously. We all know how strong Malak is. So
yeah, definitely. How much get one are you sitting on right now?
I think 40k or something like that. I think enough to get a sizable chunk out of.
I think it's like 75 or 77,000 to get Malak done, and I think it's like 140 something to get Hoda. Do you have any Hoda progress?
I've got quite a lot of Hoda. I've almost unlocked Hoda, so...
so almost to 5 stars.
Yeah.
I would definitely say Malak first, and then Jedi Master Luke. Absolutely. I feel like that would really help. And
I've actually been focusing on JMK. I'm actually very close to JMK as well.
My understanding... JMK. Well, let's take a look at the JMK progress. Definitely. Let's see here. I'm off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of a lot of the requirements, but I thought I saw a 6-star Watt, so that means you're very close on Watt.
Yeah, right? I need 11 more shards, so next in 2 weeks that'll be 7.
That's awesome. So what else we have? Mace is done, right?
Pretty much they're all done except for Clone Sarge, Ayla, Cody, and Bo-Katan, and what?
Well, dude, I mean, it sounds like you've got Malik, Jedi Master Luke, and Jedi Master Kenobi all in your near future.
Yeah,
That's
I need to
exciting.
prioritize.
That is exciting. So yeah, I would say just my 2 cents. I would say Malik first, and then either of the 2 Galactic Legends would be fantastic.
Okay.
I just feel like my understanding is that Phase 1 of Lightside Geo becomes way easier when you get Jedi Master Luke, because you get Jedi Knight Luke as well. And then basically you can run a team under Jedi Knight Luke for one of the Jedi fights, and then you could run a team with Jedi Master Luke under the other Jedi fight, and that really helps you with those 2 phases. Maybe you don't have any trouble with that already. Maybe you handle those just fine.
No, I think I do have trouble. CLS does pretty well. Gas does pretty well, but my Jedis, even though I got pretty good Jedis, they just get wiped out in even in phase 1 after one battle.
Phase 1 is tough, man.
It's tough. It is
you
really hard.
You don't have any bonuses going for you yet. Any of the platoon bonuses. I have only gotten 4 out of 4 in phase 1 one time, and every other time it's been 2 out of 4. And it's
is that with the Padme?
With the Padme, yeah.
Right, yeah.
With the Padme.
Padme actually does pretty good. Unfortunately, she's got her combat missions, so...
Right, and I just disregard that, because Padme's the only team I have to contribute.
Right.
And we're trying to,
points,
the get to is just a bonus at that point. We're trying to get the stars, Yeah, you do definitely have some good Jedi. But just my 2 cents between Kenobi and Luke, I would say Luke simply for that point. Plus, Mon Mothma is another really good light side Geo team. And you don't get the whole team from going after Luke, but you do get Mon Mothma herself, right? So let's look at your fighters.
I've got a Mon Mothma team going. It's not a high gear one, but I've got all the...
You already got the Pal Zeta.
Yeah.
You got Half Rebel Scout already, what, Gear 10, Gear 11?
11, I think.
Yeah, so that squad is very close to Lightside GOTB ready.
Really?
Yeah.
I could use that in Lightside.
You could use Mon Mothma. It really gets amazing when you put Kyle Katarn in there, but it's possible without it. Mon Mothma, Hoth Rebel Scout, Pow, Cara Dune, and who's the last one? I'm trying to think.
Kyle, Kara.
Biston would be probably your best choice because he's already Relic.
Yeah, from the Rebel fleet, yeah.
Yeah, but they just... If you don't have Kyle Katarn, they take a long time to get it done, but they've got such durability, They can,
right, yeah, he needs to be 7 stars in order to...
right, to do the
participate. Yeah, so he's out, yeah, that's right.
All right, so let's check on what the chat is saying, and then we're going to, unfortunately, wrap up this beautiful roster spotlight. Let's see, the chat is saying CLS eats gas for breakfast, and gas is the best non-GL team, but CLS just shreds through it. Oh, yeah, CLS love in the chat. Let's see here. Dioji says you can get a Datacron pretty early in Conquest, okay. John Dietrich says Jedi Master Luke. Lover Roses says Luke. Coleman Traber says Jedi Knight Luke into Jedi Master Luke. Wow, everybody is saying Luke. JML or JMK is what makes sense since GK and Yoda are Relic A. Absolutely. JMK. Say what, sir?
Is nobody saying JMK?
Yeah. Somebody said JMK. One person said JMK. JMK obviously is a fantastic choice because you already have those R8s, And fundamentally, I would say go for what excites you. Go for what you're excited about. JMK is better than JML. Definitely JMK is better than JML. Mm-hmm. The only suggestion I'm saying is JML, I feel like, will improve your roster in Lightside Geo more than JMK will right now. Right.
I tell you why I wanted JMK.
Okay.
I fought JMK basically 8 rounds consecutively in Kyber 2, Kyber 3 when I was dropping.
Yeah.
In 3v3, and I could not break any of them. Not a single one. I threw every single team I had against just 3 of them, and I could not beat a single one. It was incredible. It was just ridiculous. It just how one team can block your whole roster.
Yeah.
I threw everything. I threw my GL. I threw gas. You just can't do anything because cat kills one that says 2v3 straight from the off, and you just don't have enough. You just have no options. That's why I really needed JMK, because I wanted to put an end to that nonsense.
Yeah. Well, there you go. JMK
maybe
is. The thing is, if you get JMK first, JML's not going to be far behind him. You know, you've got so much progress towards both. Speaking of Cat, I'm looking for Cat, and I'm not seeing her.
I don't have Cat. I might have to get Cat as well, because JMK doesn't work well at all without Cat. But
I don't know how well he works without Cat. My understanding is he does pretty well without Cat, but he's just bonkers with Cat. You know.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, look, the JMK plan was put in place after C, even before I had that while I was farming C. So it was always a long-term plan, which is why I followed through with that. And I had hoped that by now we'd been able to farm Cat, but then they released this Proving Grounds rubbish, which is not really getting Cat any faster. I'm close, but I think I'm going to have to do a few refreshes for the next Proving Grounds.
That's the plan, man. Whatever you start, definitely you should finish. And it looks like you have been going after JMK. So I would say Malik, while you continue to farm Cat, and then full speed ahead on finishing off JMK. You're so close. And I want to see that JMK in the personal achievements channel of the Discord when you get it, man, because it won't be long. It's probably a couple months from now, you will have him in your roster.
Well, I hope so.
That looks great, man. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and hang up the call, but beautiful roster, man.
All right.
Fantastic, and thank you so much for your support of the stream and the channel. We love having you at Play Nation, man.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
All right, we'll talk to you later, my friend. All right, let's close out the Discord there. Let's get the music back going after I turn the audio down a bit, because I don't want to blow you guys away with the music. Oh, Coleman Traber, I forgot to ask your question about only one Chewbacca Zeta. Perhaps Ray is still in the chat, and he can answer that question for you. Perhaps he can. I should have looked to see which one it is, and I still can. Let's look and see here at Rebels. Which Zeta does he have on Chewie? Loyal Friend. Okay, so Raging Wookiee is the one he doesn't have. Maybe it's not necessary. I don't know. Okay, client must be restarted. Oh boy. Oh boy. Brian Thompson says, I'm building my Jawa squad just for laughs. Dude, that's awesome. That's exactly what you do to have fun in this game, is you pick a squad that's fun and you farm it and build it, and then when you use it, it's so much fun. You guys, I used to use the Jawas on one of my old accounts. You used to have them in order to farm critical damage mods. You used to have a team of 5 Jawas. And so I built them to like gear 9 or something was enough to get the critical damage mods. And then when Geos came out, I would use my Jawas. I geared them up to maybe gear 10, gear 11, and I would use them to counter Geo squads. And it was so fun. The Jawas are fun. Definitely the Jawas are fun. All right, we're restarting the thing. I haven't done any fleet battles. We got to jump into a fleet battle immediately, or else we're going to run out of time. But wow, that's a great roster, and that was exciting to look at it. You guys let me know in the comments down below, or in the chat, the live chat now. Sometimes I get carried away with the roster spotlights. But am I taking too long on the roster spotlights, or is that content that you guys enjoy? Because I really enjoy looking at people's rosters, and especially on live, speaking with them about it. I feel like I learned a lot from Ray just now, looking at his roster, but I don't want to put out content that's boring for you guys to watch. So let me know, give me the feedback on that, and I will make adjustments accordingly. We're going to get into a fleet battle. Remember, you guys, if you're struggling with Datacrons, just hug your baby Yoda and let him give you a kiss. After the update, it is so slow. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's so slow to download now. Hopefully that doesn't give us a problem. Hopefully no problems come from that. Well, it's hump day, you guys. It's Wednesday. We made it halfway through the week. I want to hear more about what you guys got on your Datacrons. Put it in the chat. Did you guys get anything exciting from your Datacrons? Amasia says, great content with the roster reviews. Brian Thompson loves the roster spotlight. Okay. Darth Venom says it's good. Keeps freezing up. Without GAC, we have plenty of time. That's a good point, Coleman Trevor. We can just relax and hang out together and take our time. Let's get it. Ooh, you guys, I'm still at rank 6. Usually I drop at least to rank 10. But you know what this means? This means that we could have a couple cracks at that Executor. We're going to have enough attempts to have a couple cracks at that Executor. Dom says, I think the roster spotlights are a fine length, but a few do go slightly long, but 99% are fine. Okay, cool. Big Pat is at rank number 2. We're going to go ahead and slide into rank number 2, and then the rest, if we win this, and then the rest of our attempts are going after that Executor, you guys. We're going to have some fun going after that Executor. I got to deal with these download speeds. Okay, so I completely forgot to talk about Sunfac's ship last time. So I put up a new poll in the Discord of what ship spotlights we were going to do, and I decided I was going to do 2. So I put 3 options, and would you believe it that you guys didn't choose Sunfac out of the 3 options? You chose Sunfac versus Geo Soldier last week, but this week you decided to go for Geo Soldier and Vader ship as the ones that we're talking about. So that is what we are going to talk about. The first fight, I'm going to focus on Geonosian Soldier ship. And in fact, this might make me lose, but I'm going to put Geo Soldier in the starting 3, just so that we can have a chance to let him take some turns and see what he does. All right. Let's see here. Darth Venom says 4.7% protection, 23% tenacity. Oh, that sounds like a good combo. That's a good combo for the Wampa. I know protection isn't as good as health, but that tenacity will be great. That tenacity will be great. Plus, there's got to be other teams. Dark Side. I downloaded the hotfix in like 20 seconds because my phone is strong. Nice. John says, I'm actually saving my Datacron currency until more is known. That is smart. Also, I am not sure if you covered it, but you can buy Datacron stuff for ally points. We'll take a look at that. I have like 400k, so I'm stockpiling. Okay. We'll take a look at that, because unfortunately, I have not been spending my ally points either. You don't want to trade ally points for Datacrons. You're trading permanent resources for temporary ones. Ah, Darth Venom. Good perspective. The OG got 21% potency and 19% tenacity. Out of that potency, I don't know if I would have got rid of that. But yeah, the fact that they're not both going in the same direction is definitely a good reason to dismantle it. Let's see here. It's like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back every 3 months. That's a good analogy, Coleman. Okay. So let's see if we can get a turn on our boy Geonosian Soldier. Let's go ahead and put this ability over here on the Hyena Bomber. We'll put some Buzz Droids over on Sunfac. And Soldier already did one of the things that he does best, is he assists anybody when they take a turn, especially if they're separatists. That was a stronger opening play than usual because Soldier rather than Sunfac was in the starting 3. Here's Geonosian Soldier's turn. Let's look at this ability right here. When he reinforces, it's kind of a mediocre reinforcement. He gains offense up for 2 turns. Now, if I were to upgrade that all the way, I think he would get extra offense on this attack, but it basically just means he comes in and he does a big attack. But this is the thing that makes Geonosian Soldier really good when he's with really any team, but mostly separatists. While Geonosian Starfighter is active, all Geonosian allies gain 10% accuracy for each active Geonosian ally. In addition, Soldier has a 35% chance to assist, dealing 20% less damage whenever any ally uses an ability during their turn. This chance is doubled for Separatists, so it's a 70% chance for him to assist. When it comes to his active abilities, he calls an assist, deal physical damage to the target enemy, call a random ally to assist, inflict evasion down for 3 turns if that ally is a separatist. This can really help you with those dodgy ships. And remember, he gives his Geo friends accuracy, which can also help you with the dodgy ships. If the enemy's target locked, both attackers gain extra offense for this attack. There's no target lock, and I need to keep this fight rolling or else we're going to run out of time. Okay, Geonosian Soldier really benefits from this buff the overcharge buff because he assists a lot, and this overcharge buff stacks on your team whenever they use a basic ability. So this overcharge buff is giving our soldier an extra 20% offense and defense, if I'm not mistaken, for every stack. And look, he's already at 5. He's at 5 stacks. Yeah, 20% offense and defense. He's at 5 stacks. Everybody else is at 3 and 4, but he is at 5 because he does assist a lot. And we don't want to... we can attack Spy with Soldier. That's fine. So now Spies on the field, Spy and Soldier, because the Soldier is passive, have an extra 10% accuracy, which is really going to help when we're trying to damage this enemy Spy who is very dodgy. You guys know how much Spy can dodge. We're killing them so fast. Their Malevolence is getting tons of turn meter. If Soldier assists here, this will take him out. We'll take him out without the assist. Nice. Okay. Geonosian Soldier, probably not the best one to start in your starting 3, but you can see that it's even a more offensive push than normal when you put Soldier instead of Sunfac in the starting 3. Not bad. Not bad. Dom says, I don't use my ally points for anything, usually, so I'll definitely be buying some Datacron stuff, but I'm going to save them for the next rotation when it's like halfway through. Okay, so you're going to save your ally points, learn from this first chapter, and when you're halfway through chapter 2, then you're going to go for it. How long do the Datacrons last? Each Datacron chapter lasts for about 3 months, is my understanding. Well, let's just see. Let's go to the Datacrons tab, and it'll show us. This particular set of Datacrons that we're collecting right now will expire, I think it was September 9th. Here we go with more loading. Bimgus got 18% potency and 85% health steal. That is a good one. That's a good one. The potency and health steal, I like that. I like that. Yeah, John, I think it was September 9th, but I'm not sure. And that's when they will automatically dismantle. But in 1 month from now, we are going to start earning the second set of Datacrons. So we'll no longer be earning Datacrons that apply to the characters and factions that they apply to now. We'll be earning the new kind of Datacrons, and when we roll them, we'll still get the secondary stats. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever. We'll still get the secondary stats like we're supposed to, but when it comes to the light side and dark side alignment stuff, and when it comes to the specific faction alignment stuff, it'll be a new set of factions. And so this, we basically have 1 month to try to get Resistance, Galactic Republic, and Inquisitor Datacrons. Get them leveled up to the levels that we want. What I don't know is if we just upgrade them to tier 3 to where it's light side. Ooh, look. B2 is ready to go up. Oh no, that's not who I'm... Got it. More loading. More loading. Oh, the materials are set specific, so you can't stockpile them for the next set. So you can stockpile his ally points and use them on the next set, but he can't stockpile the materials. Okay, that's good information. Good information. I wonder if I will get more unnecessary health steal on top of my 346%. Dude, 346% health steal is crazy. It's bonkers. It's going to be really good for whoever you put it on. That's what I was hoping to get with my Padme team. My gosh, loading forever. Loading forever. Okay. Just come here, baby Yoda. I need a kiss. I need a kiss. Mwah. Thank you. Okay. Calming down. Calming down. 93% health steal and 8% critical damage. That's another good one. That's a very offensive one. It's very offense focused. I like it. I think crit damage maxes out at 10%, doesn't it? So that's pretty close to the max. If it indeed maxes out at 10%. I don't know how you got 346% health steal. That's incredible, Dom. That's incredible. I'm looking forward to learning how easy it will be free to play to level these Omicrons up. We'll see. Eternal loading screens. I know, right? It's unfortunate that was right mid-stream, but I'll make sure that I click through all the screens before next stream on Friday. So this won't be happening then, hopefully. But it's just changed. The number just changed, so it's making progress. It's not frozen. 93 to 94. We're still making progress. At least the game hasn't gone down again. I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to stream tonight, you guys. I was definitely nervous. And now I'm nervous that we won't be able to cover very much in the stream because of how much time we're losing with these loading screens. Darth Venom. I know you've said a few things tonight. I don't know if I remember. Forgive me if... Oh, there's an error with my connection. Forgive me if you've already been here, but welcome if this is your first time to the stream. I'm very excited to have you. Very excited to have you. All right, 100%. That should mean that we get... Yes. All right. Unfortunately, I'm backing out of that. We wanted to look at Datacrons. You guys ready for another loading screen? No loading screen? Okay, good. No loading screen. Active until 9/5, so that's what, September 5th. That's when these will automatically just disappear from each other. Dom says 95% on the first roll, 81% on the second roll, and then 169% on the fourth roll. That's awesome. Dom, where are you getting all those mats, man? Oh, Darth Venom is Ilum. Oh, Mallow's here. Hey, what have I missed? What's up, Mallow? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. Let's get in here and see if we can do another fleet battle. 32 seconds. 32 seconds. So let's talk a little more about Soldier before we move on to the, oh boy, loading screen. Geonosian Soldier's ship. We learned that his passive ability is good for all Geos, and that his passive ability also gives him a 70% chance to assist on any Separatist ally, but a 35% chance to assist on anybody. So he's kind of a plug-and-play ship that you can put him in a lot of different places, and that is Geonosian Spy. That's not Geonosian Soldier. Down here, here we go. Here we go. Just changed the YouTube account name. I've been here on Flameslinger before. Okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. Yep, I remember you last stream with your boy Phyros, I think is what he was called. I forget what he was called in the chat here. Oh my gosh, we got the bots. We got the bots. Okay, so this is his assist. He calls assist from a random ally. If that ally is Separatist, then it's evasion down, which is nice. Dodges in fleet are a problem. Let's look at his basic. This is really cool. This is part of Soldier we did not discuss. Deals physical damage to the target enemy and removes 20% turn meter. This turn meter removal in fleets is incredible, and he does it on his basic, which he does all the time. When he is assisting, he is using his basic, and it's 40% turn meter removal against buffed enemies. We sleep on this turn meter removal from Soldier's basic. He is an incredible ship. All the Geos are incredible, and like I say, if I upgraded this all the way, Geonosian Soldier Starfighter gains offense up and gains an additional 30% offense on his next attack, which means he comes in and he does a big hit with his assist. Not quite as big as Spy, but he holds his own. Soldier can do some damage. He can do some damage. All right, let's look at Vader's ship. Mallow says, what is happening? We're being attacked by bots. Ignore those vile things above. I have no time to look at Datacron's territory battle is on and Conquest. I know, right? We'll worry about Datacrons when we have a little time. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, Vader. Vader's reinforcement. We're going to talk about this and then we're going to get into a battle. His reinforcement is really, really strong. It inflicts 3 damage over time effects and offense down on all enemies. This cannot be evaded. It can be resisted. Why is this so strong? Well, because under Tarkin, which is who we've been using him on up until now, Tarkin's passive ability is that all of your ships do more damage for each debuffed enemy, and Vader comes in and he debuffs everybody. 3 dots and offense down. Let's get into a fight and we'll talk about what his other abilities do. Here we go. I don't know. Oh, I'm not going to be able to use Vader. I am. We'll just bring Vader in. We'll bring him in. All right, Nubian. It's time for a rematch, my friend. It's time for a rematch. The Executor. I'm not going to be able to showcase Vader in this fight. I'm not going to be able to showcase Vader. Okay, and we're going to bring in... Let's do the Sunfac version first. I feel like we're having more luck with that. Sunfac and Vulture Droid. We'll put Hyena in the reinforcements. Soldier, Spy, and Vader. Because maybe we'll have a chance to bring him in. Maybe we'll have a chance. If the fight starts going south, we'll just bring Vader in so we can talk about what he does. Because he does some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Alright, battle. Let's do it. Fyrus just changed my name to it was John. Okay, so you were John just a second ago, and now you're... Is it Fyrus? Fyrus? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Dom is more alert than me. Yeah, you guys were on point. Okay. This is the role of TIE Fighter pilot. Let's talk about... I know we've talked about it before. We'll talk about it again. How does the Malevolence counter Executor sometimes? TIE Fighter pilot, the starting 3. You have to have him geared up high enough so he's faster than the enemy Executor. The enemy Executor at Relic 8 is 192. So I think a Gear 12 TIE Fighter pilot can get there, but I have mine Relic 5 because I love TIE Fighter pilot as a character. You open up with this ability. This ability gives him Foresight. Well, what that Foresight does is that anytime he dodges, it gives our capital ship turn meter. So there we go. We get the next turn before they do anything else. Let's go ahead and give turn meter to the Sunfac. And then Sunfac is going to stun Houndstooth. Now, Houndstooth is stunned. He won't be taunting, which means when we bring in our reinforcement, we can target Xanadu. Now, here's the problem. Xanadu Blood is a passive ability that he will go into stealth if you critically hit any of his scoundrel allies. So we have to attack Xanadu with this attack. Problem with that is that's going to give Houndstooth turn meter. So we got to hope that Houndstooth does not get enough turn meter. Excellent. Now, Spy can come in. Is this my Spy? This is my Spy. Spy can target Xanadu. Targeting Xanadu is the goal, and we got a bonus taunt on Razor Crest, which is great. Now, we might miss this. They get a bunch of evasion up. Whenever we, beyond this 15% evasion up, they get even more than that when we reinforce. So let's hope for the best. Yes, we got him out. That's good. So far, so good. Here comes the taunt. Nothing we can do about that. Sunfac is hanging in. All right, let's get some buzz droids on Houndstooth, because why not? Okay, do the AoE, please. Excellent. Do not attack Boba Fett. We want to make sure that Boba Fett does not use his basic, if at all possible. Let's go ahead and... Oh, why am I attacking Houndstooth? I should be attacking Razor Crest so I can take away some of his stacks of defense. That's absolutely what I should be doing. Yeah, take those stacks of defense away so that when we attack him later, he'll be easier to kill. Excellent. We got all those stacks of defense away. And that's 5 many healed because we got all those stacks done. Let's get another stun over here on Houndstooth. Sunfac is about to bite the dust. Nothing we can do about that. We're going to save the buzz droids in case that guy lives. Let's go ahead and get a big hit and get our Foresight back. At this point, I really need to get TIE Fighter out of here. TIE Fighter pilot has done his job. He's about to get another dodge. Let's go ahead and attack over here. Get rid of that Foresight. Okay. Who are they bringing in? Okay, that's fine. Alright, if we attack the Razor Crest with the Buzz Droids, Houndstooth is probably going to go. But that's okay. We're going to attack Houndstooth here with TIE Fighter Pilot. Now, let's call in Soldier. And maybe Soldier can call an assist and do some nice damage over here. Yes, that's the first life. The first life for Xanadu, for Razor Crest is gone. And here comes our ultimate. Ooh, baby, we got a chance. We got a chance. Mass assist on Houndstooth. Oh, get him out. TIE Fighter Pilot is still alive somehow. Yes, yes, yes. Get him out too, please and thank you. Please and thank you. He's out. I made a misplay there. I should not have... I really think the smart play right now is to bring in another Vulture droid and give turn meter to the team. But I want to bring in Vader. Let's just play it safe right now. I want to do Vader because we want to do a Vader spotlight. This TIE Fighter pilot is hanging in here all the way to the end. Will Boba Fett win? Or will we bring it home? What's it gonna be? Vader? Oh, baby, you guys ready for this? Vader's coming in for the kill. Now, we only have 30 seconds left, so we gotta be quick, but his basic cannot be evaded, which means we should have this right here. Vader's basic. Yes, Vader gets the kill on the Vader ship spotlight. Guaranteed. That's beautiful, you guys. That was beautiful. Vader's basic is a guaranteed hit. It cannot miss, and it's also a guaranteed target lock, which is really, really nice. Dom says he's got to go. We'll see you later, Dom. See you later, my friend. Tumblo says, I put first order TIE Pilot's Omicron on. Can't wait to use it for GAC. That is awesome. Congratulations on that. Well, Vader, you did us proud. You finished off the Executor. First of all, really cool looking ship. I love this ship from the original movies. It is fantastic. But this is the basic we just used. Physical damage to the target enemy, inflicts target lock for 2 turns, which cannot be evaded or resisted. This basic ability will hit through foresight. In any situation, it will hit. So it cannot be evaded or resisted, and it inflicts target lock, which is beautiful. Beautiful. And if they're already target locked, an extra 2 dots. So you know how Vader does the Force Crush? Puts a bunch of dots on the enemy team? His ship does the same thing. Its basic puts dots. Now, this is his special ability. If you're aiming at somebody who has target lock, which they should because Vader's basic applies it, dispel all buffs and remove 100% turn meter if they have target lock. So you're taking all their turn meter away, you're dispelling all their buffs. He also gains 25% turn meter for each debuff on the target enemy. And then he inflicts evasion down. Again, the dodges are bad in Fleet. He inflicts evasion down and ability block for 2 turns. This can't be evaded or resisted. So ability block, just like his character does. He's an amazing ship. He's squishy. He dies pretty easy, but he does pretty good damage. He's got a good control ability. And then his passive ability here is target locked enemies have minus 25% tenacity, which means they'll get debuffs more quickly, and they immediately regain target lock for 2 turns whenever target lock expires. So he's like a target lock machine. He applies it on his basic, and then every time it would otherwise expire, he puts it right back on. Empire allies gain 10% turn meter whenever they attack a target locked enemy. And then this ability here, specifically for the TIE Interceptor, at the start of battle, if all allies are Empire, Inquisitorius, or Sith, and the Interceptors and the reinforcements, Allied Emperor capital ship cooldowns are reduced by 1, including call reinforcements, so you can get that up and running. I'm not going to upgrade this ability until I get that TIE Interceptor. Darkside Gaming says, hey Padawan, what's up, Darkside? DOG says, probably the best reinforced possible. Yeah, DOG, that worked out well. You're so chill on this, and yet you've got this 100% win rate yet? No, DOG, I lose every single time I'm not on stream. Every single time I lose. Only on stream do I ever win, so I'm glad it works out. Mallow says, nice win. Thank you, Mallow. Thank you, sir. All right, so we knocked out our ship spotlights. We got ourselves into rank 1 and kicked down the Executor, which is so exciting. What is this? What is this? We got the roster spotlight. A beautiful roster spotlight is done. Collect those rewards. What is on the agenda here? All right, you guys. We got to spend some energy. And we got to look at these shops. Let's spend some energy first. Uh-oh. It's not working. Okay, I was going to say, do you guys not want me to spend my crystals? You guys may notice that I'm starting to stack a few more crystals, and it's because I'm not buying any gear or other things like that for the foreseeable future, because in 6 to 8 months, I am planning on getting the Executor. And the Executor, my understanding is, I don't want to buy that yet. My understanding is, with the Executor, that with about 30,000 crystals, you can take it, you can buy enough refreshes to get it up quite a bit. So my goal is to save up 30,000 crystals between now and 6 to 8 months from now. Once I get that amount saved up, that's going to be my new baseline, and I will start buying gear and other stuff again. The 30,000 crystals so that I can refresh the Executor event is the goal, and I'm going to start start chugging along at that. Hopefully we don't have any terrible loading screens in these tabs here. Current farms, good so far. So somebody said that the squad tab looks different. Oh boy, it's a small one. 11 megabytes of 13 megabytes. It's a small one. After we spend energy and after we do our shops, I would like to give you guys an update on the new baby account. I've been playing the baby account for 1 week now. I started it 1 week ago. I'm not going to keep track of the days on it because I feel like that'd be too confusing. But 3PO and Chewie is done for the day. Wrecker is done for the day. Queel. We have to farm Queel. Just give you guys a little update on see what's happening with it. Maybe do a Galactic War battle. Because I finally got all my Phoenix. Well, not all of them. All 5. Sabine is, she's going to take forever. But I got them all unlocked. And Gear 4. Gear 4, you guys. I'm excited about Gear 4. But, it's okay. It's getting the work done in the Galactic War so far. This is my 3rd Galactic War that I'm doing so far, and so far so good. The Phoenix, I'm going for them first for 2 main reasons. 1, Galactic War. 2, mod battles. I want, as soon as I hit level 50, I want to be able to 3-star the health mod challenges. And as you guys probably know, you can't use any allies in the mod challenges. In these specifically, these right here. These mod challenges, you have to have at least 5 stars on all your characters for the 3rd tier, the health mods. This is my goal, 5 stars or higher. I want all my Phoenix to be 5 stars or higher by the time I reach level 50. And I'm going to be able to 3-star this so I can right out of the gate start getting the 5 dot mods. Once I complete that challenge, I'm going to shift focus toward the Geos and start trying to get ready for Fleet at level 60. That's what I'm trying to do on the baby account. What are you building on the baby account? Let's see here. The goal of the baby account is to see how relevant a rebel fleet can be competing with negotiators and malevolence is. I know the rebel fleet doesn't have a good chance to beat an executor. There is a chance, depending on the lineup, to beat an executor. We're farming these materials right here. But this time I started with Tarkin Geos and progressed into the Malevolence fleet. Well, on the baby account, I'm going to start with Akbar Geos and progress into the Rebel fleet. And we're going to see how that goes. I want to start a new account periodically in order to, what am I trying to do here? I want to start a new account periodically in order to stay relevant to the early game players. I really want this channel to be an early game friendly channel where anybody can feel like they can come and get advice and get help, and even some of the content is relevant for the early game. Obviously this channel started with a brand new account just 1 year ago, but we're already starting to get up towards 3 million. And 3 million is no longer really helpful to brand new players. So I want to try to stay relevant with brand new players over there. So I don't know how long I'm going to play that roster. The plan is to start a new account kind of regularly, maybe like once a year, once every 8 months. And I'm probably not going to get to a Galactic Legend in even 1 year because I focus so hard on Fleet in order to get all those crystals. I probably won't be getting a Galactic Legend with that account, but if I did, it would be Jedi Master Luke. The Rebel fleet really works towards Jedi Master Luke, I feel like. Alright, we're putting all of our extra gear towards getting these First Order pilots to Gear 11. Holy moly, a bonus Gear 11. Oh my gosh, he's almost Gear 12. That's amazing. Alright, we can do that, no problem. We can do that, no problem. I don't want to put any... Okay, we might have a problem with that one. We'll save that one. This one, we're going to save that one. Because I'm just trying to get him to Gear 11. But I'm going to get these bonus pieces on him, because why not? Alright, fantastic. Unmark him, and now... First Order Stormtrooper is the new target. He's got 2 Carbantes. But, yeah, Carbantes... DOG saying, is it easy to switch accounts on stream? It is. It is easy to switch accounts on stream. Super Battle Droid. We were farming this piece. We got it farmed up. What does... Look at this. We need a Carbonti here. We need a Wait, does this need a Carbonti? Yeah, need a Carbonti here. We can start farming this, though. Mark IV back to gels, a very good thing to farm. And the reason is because this node right here, 9C, you get a bunch of these cybernetics. You get a bunch of these right here, which can scrap for relic stuff, scrap for relic stuff, scrap for relic stuff, and look at this. So many pieces of gear on this node, plus the piece of gear we need. So if you can at all help it to not buy Mark IV back to gels from a shop, if you can farm them, it will really serve your whole account very well. I got that tip from Darth Loquitur. He is fantastic at trying to get the most out of your farms. Alex says he just needs to hide important info for 20 seconds, but everything else isn't difficult. Absolutely. What is this here? Ship energy. We need to find some place to spend our ship energy. This is where it might get tricky, because that's back to gels. Carbonti, Carbonti, Carbonti. We need to add somebody else to the list here. Shock T. I'm going to start doing the clones. Oh, wait, no, the droids. The droids. Let's see, what does... We need to find somebody we can farm ship energy on. Yeah, we're definitely going to put this on you and get you up to gear 11. Do you have... no, more Carbontis. More Carbontis. Can I farm this with ship energy? Let's find out. Let's find out. Yes, I can. Perfect. Perfect. This will be where my ship energy goes for the foreseeable future. My plan is to gear up the pilots for the First Order fleet to gear 11, get that fleet functional. Then get my droids all to relic, not because you need them all relic for gas, but because I want them all relic. It'll be another Datacron team, and plus I love the Grievous droid team. I want to have them all relic. And then the clones for gas, and then gas. That's that's the plan. That is the plan. Okay, so we need to mark this guy so that he goes up on our farming plan. Darkside Gaming says, First Order Stormtrooper needs so many Carbontis, it's insane. You might even say it's bonkers. That's why he was the last character I geared up for SLKR. Smart move. Smart move. Is SLKR final requirement your main task or the moment, or still kind of multitasking? I just said kind of what my main task is, but I really need to spell it out in the squads tab. If I go here, gas farm. This has been my goal for a while, okay? The goal is gas. Padme is required for gas. I feel like this Padme team, even with a low gear shock, could get through phase 2 of the gas mission, all right? Separatists, these guys, I want to get them up. I'm going to get them up higher than they need to go with the droids, and I'm going to probably let Asajj be too low. She's got to be a certain power for the event, but besides that, I'm not going to get her to Gear 12 or Relic or anything right now. We'll go for the droids. And then these additional tunes, Mace Windu for his capital ship, Rex 5's Arc and Echo. These are the guys you're going to run with gas. I'm going to be going, so this is kind of my plan right here. So it's going to be Padme first, done. Separatist next. These additional guys so that when we get gas, he's got a team to run. C-3PO unlock is already done. I made this plan a long time ago. So this part is done. We still have these 2 stages to go. Once gas is in the account and my Shock T has come up to the level with my clones so that I can go for a cam shard, that's when I'm going to shift to SLKR. That's the plan. Meanwhile, the finalizer is being farmed in the background. I got the finalizer farm on farm. So it is, every time it comes up, I'm going after a finalizer shards, and I'm just going to be making that happen as we go. The finalizer fleet is functional at gear 11. Certainly not executor counter functional, but functional. So that's the plan. That's the plan. I've been out of touch for a few weeks. That is no problem, DOG. No problem at all, my friend. Okay, let's do the shops. Now, this looks different. I know on my mobile device, it's 4 wide, and that's going to be kind of problematic because so far I've been telling you guys, go for this piece based on where it falls in the grid of the flow of this grid, but that's going to be different now because my BlueStacks is still going to show 3 wide, and your mobile devices are going to show 4 wide. So I'm going to have to find a new way to differentiate. I don't like using the names of the gear because they're also confusing. But we're going to have to figure something out. Okay, Cantina battles, going after Cassian's U-Wing because of the Shard Shop currency. Guild, you guys, the Guild getting so much currency, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. This is where I get like all of my Carbantes from. Besides the daily challenges, I'm buying Carbantes out of here all of the time. All of the time. The cheap gear I try to keep at 50, as you guys know. And I'm not farming a character out of here because I'm so far behind on Carbantes. I'm literally just buying Carbantes with that currency pretty much. Prestige, with the Squad Arena currency, I used all of my Prestige. I had over 2,000. Used it on the Malevolence. So now we need to build up the stockpile. The Finalizer has a lot of abilities I still have to buy for it. So the Prestige is what we're doing with the Squad Arena. Galactic War. Don't have any currency right now, but I'm buying ships for the Shard Shop currency. Fleet Arena. Looking for Racer Crest every time it comes up for that 6 to 8 months from now. Executor, that'll be after SLKR. Besides that, gosh, I've pretty much got everything. I've pretty much got everything out of this store. So the extra currency is going towards Zetas. Ooh, speaking of, we can apply some Zetas tonight. That's exciting. Alright, this currency, the Get 1, I'm saving for gas. The Get 2 is going into the Negotiator because Malevolence is maxed out. This is how you should do it, you guys. Get 2 goes into one of these ships until it's done, and then the other ship until it's done. Or both of them until they're 5 stars, however you want to do it. Get 2 goes into these ships until they're both done. Then you can start looking at gear after that. Or in my case, I might have to go for a little Rolo. But hopefully that Rolo bounty event will come around enough times for me to get it here. Wow, you can... Okay, so Gas and Malik I'm going to be getting with the Get 1. Absolutely. Hermit Yoda's done. Wampa is getting close to an unlock, you guys. He's getting close to an unlock. I'm using my excess Get 1 on making Wampa progress. Grand Arena. I'm buying mod slicing materials with it. Primarily the one in the last slot is what I'm usually buying with it. Shard Shop currency. I'm continuing to spend it down. I'm spending faster than I'm earning it, but that's fine. These Mark 6 med packs, you guys. It doesn't matter how many you have. You should buy them. You use them so much. So much. Same thing with the bayonets. You use a lot of bayonets, including relic materials. And 120 is what I've been trying to keep of the other purple gear that costs 360 currency. I try to keep 120 of it because that's enough for 3. You use it 40 at a time, so that's enough for 3 gear pieces. All right, Conquest, and then Datacrons. Let's look at this. Okay, so wow, 1 Datacron. They're valuing 1 Datacron at 785 crystals. Wow. So that's going to be exciting whenever we get them because they're high value. We can buy Data Caches, which I think is the currency for Datacrons. Data Cache. Acumen Mark 1. Acumen Mark 2. Acumen Mark 3. Alteration Mark 1. So this is what you use to re-roll, I guess. Alteration Mark 2. And okay, here we go. A Datacron for Shard Shop currency. Data Cache for Shard Shop currency. That seems like that's not bad. 500 Shard Shop currency for $1 million. To me, I'm not going to buy any here until I see how much we're getting elsewhere, but this is cool. A bunch of Shard Shop currency we can use in here. And then here we go with the ally points, which I've got a lot of ally points. I've been so lazy on spending them lately. I really believe spending them is way better than this, but doggone it, if you've got 2 million ally points and you don't know what to do with it, this is a good option, I guess. A good option. Tumblo says, you always think you have enough Cheddar comm links, then you need tons of them. Yeah, absolutely. What are those? Those Pop-Tart looking things that look kind of like Pop-Tarts. I compare a lot of stuff to food, you guys. All right. I want to do more Executor fights, but I also want to look at the baby account. Let's look at the baby account and then see what kind of time we have left. All right, so the first thing I need to do is I need to go into full screen Padawan mode. Here we go. Cover up the private information. We're going to sign out of Google Play. And then we're going to sign back into Google Play with the proper email. Yeah, Tumblo, there's so many pieces of gear that it's just like, man, if I knew I would need 1,000 of those, I would have been farming them all along. The more that we learn about that stuff, the better prepared we can be for quick growth and adding gear easily. So Datacrons, you guys, I'm actually pretty excited about how Datacrons are going to affect solo teams or duo teams in Grand Arena. Because it's a lot easier to have your entire team Relic 5 if you're only using one character. If you got a character that you're using as a solo character, generally they're going to be high Relic because they're a solo, like Emphas Nest, or OG Kylo, or Darth Vader. So it's really going to be easier to... I think I might have to update this new one too. I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully we won't. But let's go ahead and switch back to the main screen here. This is the baby account. Tumblo says, my favorite nicknames are shower drains and microwaves. I need to pay attention to which ones those are. I've never heard it. Okay, so this is my baby account. Akbar Snackbar, 1 week old, level 43. It took me 4 or 5 days to unlock the Galactic battles. Now here's the plan. I do not want to grow fast with this account. Until I hit level 60, I want to grow slow. So my first thought was, grow slow by not completing your dailies, right? That's a good idea. Don't complete your dailies and you'll grow slow. Well, the problem with that is, look, at the end of completing all your dailies, you get 74 crystals and 25 sim tickets. I need those. Guys. I didn't even do my squad arena battles today because I was too busy at work. I need these crystals, all right? So I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do my dailies. That gives you a lot of experience. I can't grow that slow. So then what? I am not going to spend very much energy. That's what I'm going to do. So what I do with my crystals is I buy 1 Cantina refresh because so much of what I need is in the Cantina right now. I'm getting Hera. I'm getting Ezra. After I'm done with those two, I'm going to be getting Geo Soldier, Crew and his ship, and Geo Spy. All of that needs to happen before level 60, and I'm already level 43. So I need way more Cantina energy than anything else. So what I'm doing is I'm only refreshing Cantina. I can only afford 1 Cantina refresh per day, but hopefully that'll make me grow slow enough to have my ships in a somewhat decent place. Am I still full screen, Padawan? No, okay, I moved it back. What's the purpose of growing slow? The purpose of growing slow is to arrive at level 60 in a better place with my ships than other people. Because the goal is to do well in fleets. And that can start on day 1. If you push it in fleets, you can unlock fleets at like level 300. Let's say you're at level 300 and you go up to look at the top and the people at the top look just like you. I'm going to be spending crystals on refreshes to try to get to the top 10, top 5 in fleets on day 1 or day 2. And then the hyperdrives start coming in, you start getting knocked back, but you're still top 20, still getting 100 crystals. You can really, let's accept these friend requests. You can really make things happen. 269, I got knocked back quite a bit. I think I was ranked 69 yesterday. I didn't do my squad arena battles today. I only did 1. So there we go. A little bit of the currency. Now let me just show you guys what I am spending my... I'll spend some energy here. I am super lazy with this account. I am not trying to... auto battle. I'm trying to sim everything, which is bad because I'm running out of sim tickets really fast. But I'm going after Dark Trooper. I'm going after who else? I'm spending all my regular energy on hard battles for the most part. I'm going after an early game Grief Karga and Mando. I'm going to get them unlocked at 2 stars, and then I'm going to probably stop farming them because that'll help me in the credit heist. An early game Grief and Mando. Eventually I will be getting them all the way up to 7 stars so that I can get Chewbacca. Because you got to get to Chewbacca for the Rebel fleet for the Millennium Falcon. Iden Versio, absolutely farming the Vulture Droid here and getting a bonus Iden Versio. And then in the dark side, I am farming hard battles. I'm farming Sabine because eventually I plan to use the Phoenix ships in the Rebel fleet. I need Sabine for that. I'm also farming Mando, as I said. I already farmed him for today. And Hoth Rebel Soldier, just like before, you guys. You get yourselves a 5-star Hoth Rebel Soldier. You can contribute Rolo Shards to your guild. And that's as far as I've gone. I'm still climbing up in the dark side hard battles. There we go. Coleman Traver says, proud of you, Padawan, for grief. Man, I can't not have him on 2 accounts. Are you crazy? He's such a good character, right? He's such a good character. All right, do you guys want to see a Galactic War battle? Is there anybody in the early game that could benefit from this? I mean, this is very early game, Galactic War. I'm going to let you guys decide. I can just do one battle and talk through how I'm using my Phoenix squad in this fight. Coleman says, not farming Veers. I'm just really, really unsure at this point. Here's the thing. On the climb to 85, I'm going to be focusing on Akbar, the 3 Geos, and crew as the ones that I'm gearing. So if all of my focus is going on those guys, which will be for my fleet, it doesn't really matter who else I have available to gear up. I'm not going to be gearing them up. So the way I look at it is, once I unlock more hard nodes, I'll be able to kind of figure out who I want to go for. But right now, I'm focusing just primarily on fleet. I'm focusing on fleet. I know this roster is going to suck when it comes to Grand Arena, but let me show you guys my beautiful handwriting here. This is, let me see if I can move it to where I can see. This is, I've already come up with, gosh, I can't even make it to where you guys can see. There's 10 teams here. 10 teams out of just the 2 fleets that I'm planning to build. There's 10 teams that come out of that. And one of them is the Imperial Troopers. Yeah, with Veers. So I will be farming the Imperial Troopers eventually. But you only need 6 teams when you get to Grand Arena. And I don't know how to narrow it down from 10. So basically, I'm going to have a lot of teams, probably at low stars when Grand Arena opens up. I'm not going to be able to kill anything. But I will have a Rebel fleet that is doing something in the fleet arena and getting those crystals. Phoenix are good in a Rebel fleet. Here's the thing. Phoenix are not necessarily the best in a Rebel fleet. But Ghost specifically and the Phantom both have their uses. The Phantom, with its reinforcement ability, helps you to get more ships on the field quickly. The reinforcement ability on the Phantom is it reduces the cooldown of call reinforcement by 1, which means you call in the Phantom, immediately the next turn that Akbar takes, he can call somebody else in, alright? So the Phantom also can call an assist from the Millennium Falcon by using this ability right here, the Sights Locked, or this ability right here, a big hit from the Phantom. Here's the other Phoenix ship that has value, is the Ghost, because of this ability right here. This ability, Ghost and the target other ally gain stealth. Then he calls target ally and 2 Rebel allies to assist. This is a mass assist from a lot of Rebels, which the Millennium Falcon can really take advantage of. So both of them are decent in the reinforcements, and I'm actually planning on taking my Phoenix squad up to gear 11, which is where most ships get a lot of their functionality, a lot of their damage, and they get a lot thicker at gear 11 too. I don't want to take them up to Relic, but I'm going to take the Phoenix higher than I'm supposed to, so that their ships do better than people expect they will. The plan with the Rebel fleet in the starting lineup will be, I know I can do the Outrider instead of the Biston, but I'm going to be doing Biston. It's going to be Biston, Biggs, and Han, with Phantom, Ghost, and Cassian in the reinforcements. That's the plan. That's the plan. There's a lot of teams. This is one whole team with these 2 ships, Biston ship is 2 characters. Cassian ship is 3 characters. Millennium Falcon is 2 characters. And I'll be getting the Rebel Y-Wing as a reinforcement as well, plus Akbar. So there's a lot of characters here. But out of these characters, I'm going to be strengthening a Mon Mothma team. I'm going to be making a Rogue One team. We're going to get that new Admiral Raddus in there, see what he can do at low stars maybe for a Rogue One team. There's a lot of teams that can come out of that fleet. Bimgus is going to head to bed. You're like a wiki. How do you keep all these in your brain? I love this game. I love this game. Brian Thompson says, I remember you handwriting me a team sheet at work to help my account, Padawan, and your account is awesome, man. Those Separatists are fantastic. Handwriting reveal. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad handwriting. Let me catch up on the chat here. I think yeah, I will be sim ticket starved to death. I will be. Finalizer requires, why don't I have SLKR yet? Let's see here. Finalize the requirements or why you don't have SLKR yet. I got you, Darth Raki. I got you. Yeah, Darth Venom, I'll be sim ticket starved to death, but remember, how to say remember. I say remember, but I haven't even said it yet. When you unlock mods, it's really good to refresh mods. I'm going to start refreshing mods, probably exclusively, until I have enough crystals to refresh anything else. You get 120 mod energy and 20 sim tickets, but it only takes you like 10, 8. It only takes you like 8 sim tickets to spend that mod energy. So you're basically adding 12 sim tickets to your account to use elsewhere every time you buy a mod energy refresh. So that's my plan. If I can just squeak it out to level 50, having just a few sim tickets left, plus I am buying sim tickets here in the shipments, which is a terrible idea if you're trying to be efficient, but as a second account, I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time to auto battle these things. I'm just simming them. I'm buying these sim tickets right here, and I'm going to try to make it to level 50. And obviously level 60 is when you unlock ships and sim tickets start flowing like crazy. Shell Shock says, hello, free-to-play Padawan. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Amasia says, curious why Biston over the Outrider. Primarily it is because I plan to use Scarif Rebel Pathfinder with my Rogue One team under Raddus, and I plan to use Biston in my Mon Mothma team. So I've already got teams planned for those pilots. I figure I might as well use that ship. Plus, it's the one that I'm familiar with, the Rebel fleet that I'm familiar with, and I just will be getting the Outrider eventually. Dash is not a accelerated farm yet. That's the other reason why. Dash is not an accelerated farm, and I've already got other ships that I'm farming with the fleet energy and other stuff. So there's a lot of reasons why. I'm not saying that Biston is better than Dash, but I am saying that there's a lot more videos and content out there about how to use the Rebel fleet with Biston than how to use it with Dash, and I'm just more familiar and comfortable with it myself. I will eventually have a Relic Dash, and we'll try the Outrider instead of Biston and see how it goes. See how it goes. Aaron says, hi, Padawan. What is up, you guys? What is up, you guys? All right. Darth Venom says, just take him to Relic to be ready for the inevitable legendary journey, Ezra Bridge, when the next show comes out. Hey, that's a good idea. Relic, Phoenix, in order to be ready for the Galactic Legend. All right, you guys, we're going to do one battle here. And then, what else did I want to do? That's pretty much it. Here they are in their glory. Gear 5 Ezra. Ooh, we're fancy. Gear 4, Gear 4, Gear 4, Gear 4. We have 5 stars on Hera already. We are going after 5 stars on Ezra. Chopper and Kanan are getting close, and Zeb is falling behind. My gosh, the bots are like crazy. Do we have any mods still in the chat? Are there any mods still in the chat? Let's see here. Oh my gosh, so many. So many. Remove. 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 Sorry about this terrible language, you guys. I don't know why this is allowed to happen. We need to figure out how to stop this. If anybody has the time and can report these, I would appreciate it. I'm just removing them right now. My gosh. So many of them. All my mods disappeared at the same time. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go after Anakin first. Now here's the thing. When you're using the Phoenix Squad, they get this free protection based on Zeb's unique at the start. So we're not worried about losing protection. But we want to try to end the fight with a good amount of health. That means that we want to try to save the tanky characters for the end. And the tankiest character here is going to be Old Ben. Maybe Fives as well. Fives has got the counterattack, but the biggest threat here is going to be Anakin. So we're going to send in Ezra because he does the most damage. Just a basic with Chopper. Let's see if we can stagger Anakin. And I like to call Chopper to assist with Ezra because that gives Ezra and Chopper turn meter. Alright, let's get the taunt up with Chopper. And save the taunt with Kanan. Let's go ahead and give Chopper a little extra protection. Yikes, I do not like Jango here. I do not like Jango here. Now here's the thing, if this fight starts going south, all we have to do is go up here to this button and retreat. If we go up here and retreat, it'll reset the battle to where it was at the start. We won't lose any of our characters, and we will be able to... Oh my goodness. There you go. So there we go. We're going to retreat. There we go, and we are going to try this a little bit different way. Oh, DOG says, sorry, was only listening and Colbert Trevor was distracted. That's no problem, guys. No problems. I could make the chat sub only. I could. I want to make it to where anybody can chat, but that would solve the problem. That would solve the problem. Alright, so this time, we're going to try this a little bit differently. We're going to go after Jango first. This is going to make Anakin get upset and have a free turn. But hopefully we can survive that free turn better than we survived Jango. Because that was rough. Alright, Jango's out. That's good. This is a good start. At least that healing immunity from Jango will be gone. Now we have to try to get rid of Anakin. Alright, let's taunt with Kanan this time. Kanan can remove a debuff from a teammate, so whenever you use his taunt, point at somebody who's got a debuff. Once again, I like to call Chopper to assist with Ezra. Just a basic, we need to get him out of here. A basic for the possible days, no days. Alright, we need to put the revive on Kanan before it's too late. Kanan can cleanse himself with this ability. And we'll give Chopper a little bit of protection up. Ooh, Kanan's almost dead. Put the backup plan on him. Excellent, just in time. The backup plan just in time. This team seems stronger than their gear level led me to believe. I guess it's because they're level 50, maybe they've got mods. Alright, Ahsoka's the next biggest hitter. Let's get the taunt over here with Chopper. See if we can save Kanan's life. Alright, hit the stagger so that we can take her turn meter away. Excellent, excellent. Alright, this fight is definitely going better this time. Let's call... I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to call Zeb to try to get the days over here. Excellent. And let's see if we can turn it into a stun. No. We need to finish off Ahsoka. Maybe this will do it. Yes. We only want to attack Fives while he's dazed. Because otherwise he'll be counterattacking and ruining our plan of getting our health back. We don't want to taunt with Kanan because we need to keep him as healthy as possible. We're actually going to call Kanan this time. This is going to give him a little bonus protection and help him stay alive. Now, we are in full heal mode. We're going to put the backup plan over here. We're just going to try to stall this out. We're using all of our stalling abilities because every time the Phoenix take a turn, they heal a little bit because of Chopper's unique. So, oh my goodness. Coleman Traber, are you here, my friend? Are you here to take care of that bot? Hopefully, sir. Hopefully you are. Alright, we're trying to stall that out as much as possible, but I don't think we're going to be able to get Kanan back up to full health. But here we go. We ended the fight with most of our cooldowns in a good place and the health in a pretty good place as well. Alright, let's see here. Brian says... Just wanted to say thanks again, Padawan, for all the hard work and time you put into streaming and the free-to-play community for all the tips and advice on the channel. Thank you, Brian. I really appreciate that, sir. I really appreciate that. Mods, you guys are awesome. You can just make it sub to comment. Just mention why it's like that in your intro for the new viewers if they want to comment. I think that's what I'm going to need to do. I think I'm going to need to do that, you guys. I think that's a good idea, because that's unacceptable. These bots are unacceptable. Coleman Trevor's taking care of it. Excellent. Oh my gosh, that noise is annoying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I think all the people who are chatting are subscribed anyways. I think you're right. Well, we're going to end the stream there, you guys. A little free-to-play. It's all free-to-play. A little baby account update. We're doing all right. It's not going as well as our other account because we are not focusing on it as much. But we're having fun with it. I'm definitely having fun with it. Definitely having fun with the new account. And I will keep giving small updates as we go along. Hey, Padawan, how's your day going? We got Glurman in the chat, everybody. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, please check out his channel. He puts out a free-to-play series about a Starkiller rush that he is doing. And I'm excited to see how that is going to go for him. My day's going great, Glurman. You caught me right at the end of a stream. Shellshock says, Padawan is the best streamer I've ever watched. Only streamer I keep watching. Thank you, Shellshock. I am humbled and grateful by that comment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to change that only subs chat next time. But this time, we're going to go ahead and end it here. I stream every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and we just have fun. Even if there's no Grand Arena going on, I hope that you guys roll really good stuff on your Datacrons, and that you have a team that is perfect to use it with in the upcoming Territory Wars and Grand Arenas. And I want you guys all to remember that Jesus loves you.